Well, as promised, project update. For those that are new to the channel, they probably haven't seen this build or the start of it. You'd have to go back and look. It's what's left of a 68 SS12 Hydra-Trac. Currently has an Onan front frame section on it. The front axle stuck in that one, so that front frame section really isn't anything special to me. I might still use that one. I might put it to come someone back on it. We'll see how it goes with what engine I end up using. Might end up making my own front frame section, not sure yet. The rear end is out of a John Deere 140, and the major holdback for this thing was the fact that the rear end was no good. The differential portion I got freed up, but the hydro pump was stuck. I did manage to break it free, but it was still so stiff. So I was trying to find a Dana GT20 rear end, and I found one, but not just one. 3 of them. All 3 of them, one price. Basically what the guy wanted for these transmissions, I got there and was looking at them, and a guy just said, hey, take them all for half of what I have them listed for. I said, oh, all right, done deal. So I have 2 out of an Aaron's GT20 and 1 out of another 317. I'll probably take the pump off this one, and I can put it on that rear end since I already cut all this stuff off. But if anybody needs a 317 rear end, hit me up. I've got one. I will sell it whole. It is missing the brake stuff, and so is this one. This is the only one that still has the brakes on it. The mounts, these mounts here, were cut off of this one, so I'm probably just going to end up taking the brakes off of this one, putting it on here as long as this one is usable. It is pretty clean, and I noticed that there is RTV on it, so it tells me that somebody's probably serviced this unit at one point in time. So yeah, that's it for the Hydro Sears. And in the garage I have my pile of John Deere freebie push mower I got yesterday. Recoil was whacked in it. Fixed the recoil, thing runs just fine. Yeah, the 318's got the engine tore out of it. Main reason being is it had really low compression. It was like 75 and 85 pounds of compression. And really, for these engines to be happy, they should be closer to 100, if not over 100. So I tore it all apart. The cylinders look great. I mean, there's absolutely no ridge. I mean, I shouldn't say no ridge. I mean, there's just, you can just barely feel something, but it's probably more or less just carbon build up on the edge. The pistons are in good shape. They did get a little hot at one point, and I know this engine ran hot because when I got it, the oil filter was loose and it was leaking a crap ton of oil. I also know that the oil pan is leaking, so that's why the frame is all wet. But if anybody knows good engine diagnostics, you tell me that the tractor had blown head gaskets. See how black it is around here and up there? The rest of it's alright, but especially down by the exhaust valve. And on the other side, pretty much the whole entire valve portion was blown out. So it definitely needed head gaskets. The cylinders are glazed. There's no crosshatch left in the cylinders, so a quick hone and new rings. And this thing should be back up and running again, which would be good. It'd be nice to have this tractor be actually reliable, and then be able to put the deck back on it, use it for mowing. On the 74 SS16, I did get it running a little bit. I will insert a clip of the engine running at the end. And not much to be said else on that, just needs fuel system work. The 76 SS24 is a turnkey running driving tractor right now, so that's good. Does need a dry belt and some other odds and ends, And the reason why that tractor's on hold is because I'm stuck home in quarantine technically. So I've only gone to work to go get some of my stuff from the yard. I actually haven't even gone into the office to say hi to my coworkers at all. Actually, most of my coworkers are even home. Yellow hydro drive, fuel system issues, and I need to do an engine swap because that does blow by. The engine that came out of this tractor is going to go on that one. And the roper back there needs fuel system work. And this is something I've never seen before. It's metal. It's a Sears nose cone. I'll throw some pictures in as well at the end so that way you guys can see. But that is an aluminum Sears nose cone. Don't know if it's homemade. If it is, somebody did a really, really, really good job. I mean, it is amazing quality. I mean, the hood fit just great because this nose cone is actually off the ST10 that I have down at work. I took the SS16 nose cone and put it on there. Because with this being a pulling tractor, I do have the start of a pulling hitch. I do need to modify it though for local specs. But when the front end hits the ground, my buddy's SS16 ended up cracking the nose cone again, and I knew it was going to happen. I mean, the fiberglass does not like all that shock of hitting the ground. So I figured I'm going to put the aluminum nose cone on this tractor because in that way this tractor's invincible except for the dash. And the dash is actually real nice on this one too. So, yep, that's it for that. That was the engine that was in the red tractor. Snowblower attachment, I got it out just yesterday. No, it was not free. That was a sign from the push mower. I wish it was free. But at this point, with all the use I've gotten out of it, it practically is free to me now. But this snowblower, I think, is going to go on the 19.9 that's on the trailer I just showed in the last video. Because that tractor is the closest to being reliable for this winter that's twin cylinder powered. I could do a single cylinder tractor, but you know, when I've got 20 horse tractors, why run a 12 horse? Why run a 14 horse? Why run a 16 like that SS16 over there? And it may or may not work. It's like, at least with that 19.9 that's out there, it's got the plastic gas tank, so I don't have to worry about the fuel lines clogging up like every gosh darn metal tank tractor I've owned. So that's where I'm at with that, and enough rambling on. One last thing. My mind is all over the place. I don't think I showed this in a video yet. Picked this up a couple weeks ago. 30,000 BTU Sears torpedo heater. Works great. It was something I should have bought years ago, but it was for sale local here in Waukesha, and when I saw it, it's like, yep, I had to get it for the price. And the best part about it, so here's a mule drive cover. It's the same color as the tractors. I think that is awesome. So, with that being said, I had to have it, whether I used it or not. You know me, I like to have things that are kind of oddball. Like I've got the red Sears chainsaw up there that matches the red Sears Customs. And I've got the orange Sears saw down in the basement that matches the orange Sears. So, anywho, like I said, enough rambling on, and hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you all later.